Hello Team Southeast. In this video, we'll highlight the critical importance of disaster evacuation in emergency preparedness. A well-planned evacuation is not only a precaution, but a crucial lifeline for command personnel in unforeseen situations. We'll explore the details of disaster evacuation, covering measures, protocols, and foresight for resilience and effectiveness. An official evacuation order from RegCom is mandatory for a funded evacuation of military and civilian personnel, excluding contractors. In areas with local mandatory evacuation orders, it's reasonable to assume Navy coverage, but waiting idly is discouraged. Adherence to evacuation rules is expected, and anticipating the order in advance is permissible with logical consideration. Evacuating without orders is allowed. After the event, the DTS team will handle evacuation authorizations and claims, scheduling appointments through FS teams, or sending a DTS contact team for on-site processing. Use of a government travel charge card for evacuation expenses is mandatory. Non-compliance will result in claim non-processing. If you must evacuate, here are some general guidelines to follow. All personnel must carry their laptops home and take them along if evacuating. For teleworkers, evacuating without the work computer requires taking personal leave during the evacuation period. Those with telework agreements are expected to work remotely during the evacuation or take approved leave if requested. Wage-grade employees facing evacuation may have limited direct work. Otherwise, they will be placed on weather and safety administrative leave. For instance, online training via cell phone may be directed if still evacuated after completing training with no additional work assigned. Weather and safety leave will be authorized. If you have an office, leave your door unlocked to aid post-storm contingency engineering response team activities. Ensure the security of personally identifiable information, or PII, and sensitive data by storing them in locked file cabinets. Every employee should have their supervisor's phone number saved in their personal cell phone. Download NAVFAC app to your personal cell phone. The login process is self-explanatory. You must report to your supervisor daily before noon, starting the date after evacuation. On the evacuation day, notify your supervisor of your arrival and location. Dependents encompass individuals living with you, co-located, whom you claim as dependents on your previous year's taxes. The term safe haven serves as the designated evacuation location established by the RegCom in the evacuation order. Typically, it is the most expensive per diem location within 300 miles away from the storm's path. Subordinate commands can designate their own evacuation location. Always head away from the storm and travel over 50 miles to file an evacuation claim, limited to the distance between your home and the safe haven. For example, if RegCom designates Atlanta, Georgia, you are authorized the per diem rate for Atlanta and a maximum mileage claim from your residence. Make your own reservations. Per diem rates will be provided in event-related emails with an expectation to request the government rate. The authorized meal and incidental expense at Safe Haven is 100% for employees and dependents aged 12 and older, 50% for those under 12. Families with more than 5 dependents, including yourself, are authorized 2 rooms, not exceeding this limit. Airfare and rental vehicles are not authorized. Returned orders will be issued a day in advance of the requirement. If staying with friends or family, provide the address and produce meal and/or gas receipts from an area over 50 miles away. Pet-related expenses such as boarding, associated hotel costs, etc. are at your own expense. Following the evacuation, you are required to call your respective supervisor daily before noon, and supervisors must report to senior managers daily by 12:30 p.m. Senior managers report to the Emergency Operations Center, EOC, by 1 p.m. daily, primarily via email, secondary via phone. You must update your accountability in NFAS within 12 hours after the event. The NFAS app should be loaded onto your smartphone for easy access. You must report any change in your location during the evacuation period. After the disaster or storm-related event, the recovery process begins. Senior leaders may direct some employees with normal telework agreements to work in a telework status. Orders for return to work will be issued with consideration for extraordinary issues. Accountability requirements remain in place until all employees have returned home. In conclusion, understanding and prioritizing evacuation procedures is crucial to ensure the safety and security of all personnel. Together as a command, let's stay vigilant, prepared, and united in our dedication to a safe and orderly evacuation process. Thank you for watching.